Hey, what's up, my OSG unit, my Nightrider army? It's OSG Nightrider back with another YouTube video. Hey guys, I just want to quickly start by apologising for not uploading any videos to this channel as of late because I've been so busy for the past few days. Besides, due to the snow weathers, I've been really concerned about having a power outage. So, however guys, before we start the video, make sure you like and subscribe if you're new, and make sure you have that post notifications on because this video is going to get really interesting. But if you don't like the video, however, you can always click off the video and watch another video. However guys, let's get right into the topic. So recently, the problem child, known as Jake Paul, officially had his boxing match against the likes of Tommy Fury. It was a gruesome match to say the least. But however, Jake Paul came up a bit short when he officially lost to the undefeated Tommy Fury.
The winner by split decision, Tommy Fury.
You can literally just see the disappointing Jake's eyes as Michael Buffer announces Tommy Fury is the winner. Unfucking real. However guys, there is just one man that stands above the rest who actually dedicates a few videos just clowning on Jake Paul's loss. And that man is none other than JJ Olatunji, aka KSI, where he makes this video quoting that is smoke on that Jake Paul pack.
Hey yo, don't mind me, just smoking on that Jake Paul pack. Honestly, Jake Paul, trash. Tommy Fury, trash.
Hey yo JJ, don't mind me my brother, I'm smoking on that Jake Paul pack. Oh fucking hell, it sure feels good, don't it, my bruv? But then, KSI goes on to decide the reason why Jake Paul lost to Tommy Fury is because he wasn't drinking that Prime Baby. And if that wasn't bad, KSI continues to bask in the glory by continuing to mock Jake Paul's loss in this little Instagram upload, which is on the Sidemen Instagram.
JJ, what are you doing?
A week is gone and I'm still smoking on that Jake Paul pack, baby. Ooh, him losing has made my year, baby. Get wrecked, you pussy.
KSI, would you like a cigarette? In that way, you are actually smoking on the Jake Paul pack, because instead of trying to pretend to smoke a cigarette for your videos, or pretend to smoke a fag, by smoking a piece of paper, I could give you this one for free. So here's one to you. Oops. Okay, all jokes aside, even though JJ spent the majority on YouTube, right, uploading videos, continuing to clown on Jake Paul, right, Jake Paul has ever responded on the Impulsive podcast, or his own brother's podcast, responding to these claims of KSI clowning on him because of his loss. And here's what Jake Paul himself had to say on the Impulsive podcast, featuring the likes of his own older brother Logan Paul, Mike, and George.
You walked out of that ring after a tough loss, and within seconds, there was a viral video from a man named KSI just digging fucking in. I can quote him. He was smoking on that Jake Paul pack. And I want to ask you, was there anything that happened there that you didn't expect? And I also want to then get your reaction and what that was like for you in a moment where you knew your brother was going through it, to see your business partner, your friend, your co-creator, taking advantage in that moment. I just want to get some feedback from both of you guys. Jake first.
I don't know. I didn't see the videos. Again, talk is cheap because with all that talk of whatever he said, he's still afraid to sign the contract.
Okay, guys. Before we watch the rest of this video, I just want to quickly admit something. Going into this sort of situation, I must admit I'm pretty goddamn biased when it comes to Jake Paul because, knowingly, I ain't a big fan of Jake Paul whatsoever, but I'm going to try my best to be as neutral as I can. I'm not going to be biased in any way. I'm going to try and break this down piece by piece so that you all can have a clear understanding on how Jake Paul responds. Now, me personally, I don't know what to expect, but however, I will try my best to remain neutral in this type of situation.
So you're saying the reason the fight's not happening right now is just 100% KSI.
Yeah. So he could talk all that shit, but like, let's go in the ring, 100%. Like, talk that shit. Let's sell some fucking pay-per-views, brother.
So it's just the ball's in his court. Would you consider a KSI fight prior to a Tommy Fury rematch?
No. And KSI has never fought anyone good, so it's like all that talk is from.
I'm only laughing because he's laughing.
Why?
Because he fought you.
Oh
no! Oh fuck! That really hurts. That really hurts, Jake.
Alright, Jake Paul. You start the segment off the bat by saying, KSI needs to talk that shit. Step into the ring. Or else he's a pussy. Basically, you're saying that KSI has not signed the contract. I mean, what if he did? The match is still on, isn't it? So basically, is the match still on or isn't it? At the end of the day. But also you've gone by saying, right, that KSI hasn't fought anyone good. Well, neither have you. I mean, you fought the likes of Tom Woodley. You fought Anderson Silva and Deji, right? That wasn't really that good. So that's pretty hypocritical coming from you. I mean, it's all well and good you, Jake Paul. You're claiming that JJ hasn't gone against anyone good, right? I mean, he faced a professional boxer way before you even did. As well as you went up against professional MMA fighters. So what the fuck does that say about you? I mean, if you claim to be as good as you claim to be, how come it took you all this time to face Tommy Fury, only to get dropped? Well, I wouldn't say you got dropped, I'd say you lost via split decision. Yeah, fair enough, you managed to score a knockdown, but however, right, my truth be told, if that point would not be deducted within the first round, then fair enough. You would have sort of chance at winning against Tommy Fury, so technically, I'm not going to dispute for that. But however, you claim that you're not going to make any excuses throughout this impulsive podcast, but you do. And we're about to get into that right fucking now. The amount of excuses that you made within this impulsive podcast. Which is why I did state I'm going to try and be as neutral as I can. I'm going to break it down piece by fucking piece. So here we go.
I'm sorry. I tried my best to not. I turned out of frame. You could have done the same, George.
I don't know why. Jake said that. I was like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, he's right. He's absolutely right.
Wait, but I am right because even when you fought him, you weren't good. You're great. You're good now.
Undeveloped.
And this is the thing when I make my pound for pound list, they're like, why does Jake put Logan above KSI? KSI beat him. If you guys fought now, you would win. You're a different fighter than back then. So it's like
my partner.
When KSI first faced Logan Paul, the decision was a majority draw, and we all know it to be true. And when Logan Paul faced KSI in the rematch, KSI won via split decision. So you're saying, Jake Paul, right, is if your brother Logan Paul ever faced KSI again, he would win. How? How does that work? I mean, no offense to you, Jake Paul, but Logan Paul is doing pretty good in the WWE right now. He's up there with the big times. Haha, trust me. I don't think Logan Paul was going to be facing KSI again anytime soon because he's now wrestling in a well-known company like WWE. So why the fuck does Logan Paul want to waste his time to box JJ again only to suffer another loss. There's no way. I think Logan Paul is doing pretty much a good job wrestling for WWE. So no, I don't think that rematch will ever happen anytime soon. No offense. Not to mention that Logan Paul and JJ are partnered together to promote the energy drink known as Prime. So why the hell would them two want to have a rematch in a boxing ring? Logan Paul's got good, not to mention, I'm not even want to mention about the cryptocurrency scam that went on. Even we all know that makes Logan Paul look pretty fucking bad, considering the fact that CoffeeZilla had made several videos speaking about this. Even Kavos, a well-known commentary YouTuber, has made several videos on it already. So technically, Logan Paul looks pretty bad in that regard. But we're not going on about the crypto scam at the moment. I don't really want to talk about it because, no offense, right, both CoffeeZilla and Kavos have done a pretty good job covering that story a lot better than what I ever would.
Let me say something. So I obviously want to try to stay neutral here, but and JJ's done a phenomenal job at winning everything he does.
Okay, what the fuck is even with his fucking pause? I'm talking about this is complete fucking dead air. Why the fuck is Logan Paul trying to fucking speak about something, right? When he's trying to stay neutral, then he goes on to have this fucking pause that only lasts for about a fucking minute. Logan Paul, just fucking say it. If you want to stay neutral, just say it. Don't worry about the consequences. Just fucking open your goddamn mouth. For fuck's sake. This is way too much fucking dead air, even for me. Fucking hell, what the fuck even is this shit?
Maybe Jake could just give the feedback for it.
No, he's done a great job at winning everything he does. It's because of his confidence in himself.
For sure.
And JJ clowning on Jake in that moment is like inevitable. Like,
yeah, it's warranted.
Like obviously he's gonna fucking do
No,
that.
100%.
Like he has.
I would do the same.
He has to do that.
Yeah, I would do the same if he lost, no doubt.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, guys, but I'm going to have to agree with Jake Paul on this factor because if JJ, as in KSI, was to officially be humbled, as in officially lose a box match to anyone else other than Jake Paul, right before Jake Paul even gets a chance to face JJ, then it will be warranted for Jake Paul to clown on KSI. So in that regard, I have to give this one to Jake Paul because that is actually true. And no doubt, right, Jake Paul would most likely laugh at the fact that KSI loses a box match. But again, JJ has yet to be humbled in the boxing ring. And he does, no doubt. So yes, Jake Paul, you get this one. Fair play to you.
He has to do it. It's just like you said, bro. It's the game.
Yeah,
It's the game. It's what you do. And then if you lose, you deal with it then. And he, JJ, fortunately for him, has not gotten humbled yet. And maybe he won't. Maybe he will. That's up to the gods to decide.
Which is exactly what I just stated throughout this whole video. Right before Logan Paul even mentioned it. And no, I wouldn't say it's up to the gods to decide because that's a bit fucking stupid of you to say, Logan Paul. The gods cannot decide or determine who loses, who wins. I'm not trying to be a dick to anyone, guys, and I don't mean to be a funny cunt when I say this, but if you're going to go out your way to become an influencer boxer, or be a professional boxer, you need to bear in mind that trash talk does play an important role in this sport. Also, there are winners and there are losers. It's determined by the judges. You don't believe me? Then ask the likes of Floyd Money Mayweather. For over a decade has remained undefeated in the sport, and he has never lost a boxing match. Look at what happened with him and Deji. He even faced Logan Paul. Logan Paul can even say the same thing, cause both Deji and Logan have faced Floyd Mayweather. But we'll get to that hopefully soon enough at the end of the video if there is time, guys. I want to briefly talk about that incident regarding Jake Paul nearly getting jumped by Floyd Mayweather.
That's what I mean though, is all things considered. Like, I talk a lot of shit, but I back to back schedule these fights and go in the ring and do them. Whoever it is, anywhere, anytime, any place. I've backed that up and proven it and shown it. And so he's hot on Twitter. You know, he's got the Twitter fingers, but when it comes to actually fighting me, you have been gone, absent, haven't actually showed up, haven't actually signed the contract. So talk is cheap, and let's just hope he gets into the ring and we can settle all the shit talk there after I go back and avenge this loss with Tommy Fury.
I mean, fair enough, yeah. It's alright you signed Jake Paul, but you gotta understand, how the hell would you know whether JJ, as in KSI, is dodging you, considering the fact that he's made videos where he states he ain't afraid to face you. He would gladly sign the contract to face you. But again, how come I've heard rumours that Tommy Fury never once signed the contract to face you, eh?
So it's Tommy Fury, and then this gets back on the schedule. So like, I like that fight, and not saying that you shouldn't fight Tommy again, because I like the idea of unfinished business and leave no doubt. But I love that KSI fight because of what I said earlier, which is I believe you guys are both scrappers, and I believe, and honestly, I like it, but I don't like it for the same reason your brother. I love you, bro. I love you, and watching your growth is fucking inspirational. But I have also come to and always have very much respected JJ and do like JJ very much as well. So the idea of it, I probably sit somewhere around the same place as him on it. But that is that's the super fight. That's the fight, dude. I'm sorry. Like, there is
not as big of a fight as you think.
I disagree. For what reason? Do you think it loses the mainstream?
Is it a
mainstream?
Yeah, we both. I mean, I have a mainstream audience,
Yep.
and so does the Fury name. So that's why superstars were there, Ronaldo, all this shit. No one really knows. Like, celebrities don't care about KSI. He has like all the little like internet kids wrapped around his finger, but that's also all the kids who still watch me fight because they hate me.
Okay, Jake Paul, alright. Let's talk about you for a second. You were a fucking young lad, right, that took part in Walt Disney. And then you went from that to building up Team 10. And look how that fucking turned out. That was a major fucking flop. People left Team 10 because of whatever reasons, right? Even Kavos made videos on that. Fucking hell, Jake Paul. You went from fucking Walt Disney to Team 10. Fucking, oh my god. You're saying that you are in the mainstream. The reason that is because you built yourself. And fair enough, both you and KSI still have a lot to prove in the boxing scene before you two eventually face each other. So again, I find it very hypocritical of you to say that you have a mainstream audience, but no one really cares about fucking JJ. But again, isn't your audience a bunch of little kids too, Jake Paul? Think about it. Your audience is based around fucking children. I don't mean to be funny, but that's exactly how it is. You built your whole fucking YouTube channel based around a childlike audience. Even fucking Daniel Keem, drama alert himself, Keemstar, will say the exact same fucking thing.
So it's like we have a lot of the same crossover audience, and it doesn't engage like the professional boxing combat sports world nearly as much as me versus Tommy.
I would love to see the Revenge of the Pauls and have
That
Tommy
was sorry,
get-
and this is why I've said like I'm KSI's end goal, right? But like for me, there's bigger fights out there.
So that's a pit stop,
It's,
or
it's
like
it's a pit stop, and
it's a million plus buy event. It is. It's a
KSI
million and a half plus buy event.
KSI has only sold 200,000 pay-per-views max.
Here's what I think.
And that was against him.
I understand.
Yeah, you guys sold 240,000.
No, we did 1.1
That's a lie.
at $10.
Oh, the first fight with like me and Deji and all them.
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
which is $10 million.
The second one was between
On DAZN, yeah.
I don't think it was 2. I thought it was more like 300 to 400,000.
There was 200,000 subscribers who had already paid for DAZN that watched it, or 400,000 that watched it, but they already had paid for DAZN, and then you added 220,000 new subscribers at $20, which is only, you know,
I see.
however many millions of dollars.
Okay.
KSI's never
But
sold
also,
proper pay-per-view at $50, $60.
But also at the time, you didn't have any mainstream boxing credibility, which you have a shit ton of now. You have a metric shit ton of fucking credibility in the mainstream space as far as ESPN is concerned, who, by the way, did you very dirty on Snapchat. And we could talk about that in a
I
second.
showed him. I can't believe it.
Horrifying.
What a picture.
Oh my,
It's-
just
bro,
the picture
if
and
you
the
get-
title was
if
mind
you
blowing.
get hit and your face kind of like orients itself in a way.
He
that-
knows what picture you're talking about, for sure.
Big ups to Mike there. Fucking hell, this is the first time I'll ever agree with you, Mike. You made a fantastic fucking point. And just take it as a compliment, that's all I can say. Just take that for what it is. As a fucking compliment coming from me.
Yeah.
But the title was.
But
we
then
say
like,
the
don't,
title?
like
It was like
who
Jake Paul's
cares?
officially a loser.
It's just Snapchat. Snapchat is brutal. Forget that for a second.
Let him get the clicks, bro.
He brings it up and he goes, "Forget that." For a
No,
second."
because it was just a pit stop.
Okay, so that's pretty much all of it, guys. I was going to show the clips where they talk about a fucking dream and all that shit, because I don't see what that's it doing for anything. However, I will agree with Jake Paul on a few things, right? But there's one important thing I will agree with him on. Talk is cheap. Until both him and KSI eventually step inside the ring, go toe-to-toe, face-to-face, in a boxing ring, we will soon find out once and for all who the true winner is. There is just one more little thing I want to talk about, guys, before I end this video. Recently, there was this incident involving both Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather, where Jake Paul nearly gets jumped by Floyd and another group of people. This was eventually reported by TMZ. I will show you a little couple of brief clips of what went down.
What's going on?
What's up, Floyd?
I can have what I want.
What you mean with the camera? Oh, you got camera too. So
I
what
can
you
have
supposed, who you
whatever
supposed to be? I'm just working, fam.
What happened? You're not tough anymore since your loss? What happened since your loss? Yo, we gonna bust him up, guys?
I told you before, put that
Yo,
camera
let's
down.
bust him up. Where you running, Jake? Where you going since your fight? Since you lost? What's up, Jake? Where you going, Jake? Oh, he's running! He's running! Look at him! Jake Paul running, champ. Why is he running? I think because of last time. It's alright.
Smart move by fucking Jake Paul there. If anything, Jake Paul did the right fucking thing. He done what any other smart person would fucking do. He fled the scene. He thought, you know what, fuck that. I'm not gonna have any of this because there's more of you and one of him. I mean, if anyone was to think differently, and this is exactly what Kavas said, if you think you could take on Floyd Mayweather and all them other people, you are fucking stupid. For that regard. If anything, Jake Paul done the smart thing. But again, that is exactly what happens when you take a man's hat. I'm not going to play the clip where Jake Paul with mouth off about Floyd Mayweather because it's a waste of fucking time. We already know what went down with that incident. We don't need to go over it again. And lastly, all credit goes to Tim's Esports for covering this story. That's pretty much it, guys. Anyway, guys, that's been it for this video. It's been OSG Nightrider. I just wanted to briefly talk about this ongoing saga between KSI and Jake Paul. Like I said, was KSI in the right for carrying on Jake Paul's loss? In the way he was warranted. I mean, fair enough, Jake Paul did make a couple of excuses in the Impulsive podcast, but again, I did agree with some of his points, though. However, guys, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you slap that like button, and if you're new to my channel, subscribe and add them post notifications turned on. I'll see you in the next video. If you guys want to see Jake Paul go against KSI sometime this year, then please, a like on this video would be much appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the very next one. Take care and goodbye for now, guys. See you later and have a great day.
In a city center.